Elton John and Rod Stewart have kept up one of the longest-running fallouts in show business. Despite the veteran rockers having known each other for over 50 years, they have been locked in a feud that's morphed from childish pranks to full-blown character assassinations. The catty pair have been handbags at dawn over the years and made some spectacular digs at each other in the seemingly never-ending war of words. As Elton celebrates his 75th birthday this weekend, we take a look at why Rod might not be one of the famous lining up to wish him well. After launching music careers in the swinging 60s, Elton and Rod went from chart rivals to pals before amusing fans with a series of escalating pranks. Rod said he looked on Elton as a fierce enemy but described their jibes as starting out at a playful level before things really turned sour. When Rod held his Blondes Have More Fun tour in the 1970s, Elton made sure billboards were plastered on the opposite side of the street that read, "But brunettes make more money." In another incident, Elton hired a sniper to shoot down blimps Rod had hired to promote his music. "We had the worst row, like a married couple. It went on forever," Rod previously admitted, holding his hands up. In the paperback version of his 2019 autobiography Me, Elton dedicates an entire chapter to his dislike of Rod, and there are some incredible digs at him along the way. Elton told readers their disdain for one another reached boiling point when Rod slated him during a TV appearance. The crooner described Elton's 300-date farewell Yellow Brick Road retirement tour as dishonest and stunk of selling tickets. Rod added that he would never dream of announcing his retirement from music so publicly, as it was not very rock and roll. The public dig left Elton reeling for months, and he exacted his revenge sometime later in his no-holds-barred autobiography. Putting pen to paper, he recoiled, "I certainly didn't feel like I needed a lecture on the feral spirit of rock and roll from someone who'd spent most of the last decade crooning his way through the great American songbook and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." And he didn't stop there. "He was accusing me of being dishonest about one of the biggest decisions of my life," fumed the hitmaker. "What's more, I thought he had a effing cheek, complaining about me promoting a tour while he was sat on a TV show promoting his own tour." When the book came out, Rod made an apology. "Of sorts. She, Elton, doesn't like me at the moment. I was bang out of order, correct, but bang out of order," he told reporters. Rod blamed his loose tongue on TV producers plying him with 2 booze before the show. "4 big shots of mead vodka, and with me being a butch man, I knocked them all back. I said that 300 dates in 3 years sounded a bit money-grabbing to me. Look, I know where's he's coming from. He's just got 2 kids very, very late in life, but I'm planning my tours around my kids. I think he'll miss it. I can't wait for the next show." Rod made a plea for peace by inviting Elton's young sons to play football on his personal pitch, an olive branch the Rocket Man singer flatly declined. In November 2020, a small thaw began to show in Elton's grudge, as he said he hoped to put an end to the disagreement with his old pal in time for Christmas. He promised to send Rod a card and give him a big hug, but later admitted, "In the end I just sent an email to his assistant. It said, I wanted to be PD at first, but we've known each other for so long it's water under the bridge. Who cares? Good luck with your new album." Any hopes for a face-to-face chat were swiftly dissolved when Rod retorted that he would now only speak to Elton in interviews. I put something out there and it will be in the evening papers and he'll say something in our morning papers. That is how we fight our battles," he explained. Elton said he did try to speak to Rod personally to smooth things over but received a message from Rod's manager that he was on constant vocal rest between his shows and unable to talk. That seemed fair enough, until I noticed his complete vocal rest didn't preclude him going on more chat shows and radio programs calling me money-grabbing and slagging off my film, Rocket Man, fumed Elton. He was happy enough chatting away on Loose Women, he just didn't want to speak to me. I haven't heard from him since. It just seems really strange and sad, not least because it's deprived me of the opportunity to point out how much better my tour's selling. In another glimmer of hope of the two pals reuniting, just before New Year 2021, Rod was asked what he would say to Elton as he appeared on a US chat show. "Love you baby," Rod replied. "Just good luck and I am so bloody annoyed that you have a #1 album." The Maggie May star, 76, told viewers, "I miss him. He just had a hip-hop so I do wish him well. We still love each other."